Please sit up straight. Okay, and just move yourself from side to side. Feel your tailbones, feel your coxal bone, and come into center. Close your eyes. Bring your hands palms down on top of your knees so that the center of the hand is right on the bone of the knee, and close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and exhale to your mouth. Just let it go. Again, we're going to do it again. Inhale and exhale to the mouth. Good. Now we're going to align the energetic centers. Again, make sure your spine is straight. Bring the shoulder blades slightly together and keep your focus on the tip of the nose. Take a deep inhale. And hold the breath this time and squeeze the sphincter muscle. We're going to call that number 1. Squeeze as much as you can. You're going to remove the dissonance, the incoherence from your first chakra, and your heart is going to help do that. Any excess will exhale through the mouth. So continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. Now exhale to the mouth. Exhale as much as you can. At the end of the exhale, you're going to come back to center. And just move a little bit from side to side, and that makes sure your spine is straight. Moving up to the sacrum. Now you're going to inhale again. And you're going to hold the breath. And now this time squeeze the sphincter muscle and the pubic area. So that's number 1 and number 2. Involving the sacrum, that's your emotional body. Hold it there for a few seconds more while your heart neutralizes any dissonance. Continue to hold number 1 and number 2 and exhale to the mouth. And exhale as much as you can. Just let it go. And at the end of the exhale, release everything. And move yourself side to side. Make sure your spine is straight. Your shoulder blades are slightly together. You're continuing to look at the tip of the nose. Good, moving out. Now this time you're going to inhale. This is the solar plexus. Inhale and inflate the stomach as much as you can, so that the breath kind of fills all the way up to the chest, to the shoulders, if you will. And now you're going to hold the breath there. Continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. And you're going to hold the breath there for a few more seconds. This is the solar plexus. This is your ego. This is the balance of who you show the world to be. Hold it there for a few more seconds. Now exhale to the mouth. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine and continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. But bring the belly button to the back of the spine as much as you can, so that you empty everything. Once you're empty, come back to center. Again, move yourself a little bit. Good. Moving up to the heart. Now again, you're going to inhale and inflate the stomach as much as you can. All the way out to the top of the shoulders, if you will. Hold the breath. Now tighten number 1 and number 2. Bring the shoulder blades slightly together. Good. Hold it there for a few more seconds. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Now exhale to the mouth. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine and continue to exhale, exhale, exhale. And try to keep the shoulder blades slightly together. Opening up the heart, releasing all that doesn't serve you. At the end of the exhale, come back to center. Good. Moving up. Going up to the 5th chakra, communication. Now inhale again, inflate the stomach as much as you can, all the way up to the top of the shoulders. Hold the breath. Now tighten the sphincter in the pubic area, bring the shoulder blades slightly together, and tighten the back teeth, the back molars, and pucker the lip like you were going to give somebody a kiss, a second to a straw, and just hold it there. Tighten, squeeze, remove all the dissonance from the throat, all the dissonance that prevents you from saying and being your truth. Hold it there for a few more seconds. Now continue to hold number 1 and number 2. Exhale to the mouth. Continue to bring the belly button to the back of the spine and let it go. All the stuff that doesn't serve you. Let it go as much as you can. And at the end, you come back to center. Good. Continuing, this is the last one we're going to do. We're going to involve the 6th chakra, your intuition, your inner knowing. You're going to inhale, inflate the stomach as much as you can. Bring it all the way up to the top of the shoulders, all the prana up. Hold the breath. Tighten the sphincter in the pubic area. Bring the shoulder blades slightly together. Tighten the back teeth. Pucker the lips and close the eyes. Squeeze the eyes. Squeeze everything inside of you. Squeeze the spine. Squeeze everything. Like you're wringing your spine out. Remove all the dissonance, all the incoherence, all the negativity. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Continue to tighten number 1, number 2. Exhale to the mouth real hard. Let it go, 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 let it go. Hold it. Exhale some more. Good. Now this next time, you're going to take a deep inhale. Inflate the stomach and sustain the breath. Sustain the breath. Allow the sound of the bowls, which are the sound of the chakras, to penetrate every cell, every molecule, every electrode, and continue to remove any dissonance that your body's holding on to. Slowly exhale through the nose. And stay there. Afternoon. And welcome. Hopefully you're here now, right? Good. Thank you for coming to the monthly meditation. And this meditation is going to be really, from my perspective anyway, is going to be very impactful to all of us. Not only to us personally, but to everyone around us and the world itself. Okay, and I'm just going to bring certain things into consciousness so that you understand what it is we're dealing with, because we are probably all in different places right now. So we're just going to give you a big view of it, and the intention of the view is just to let you know what it is, the SS. It doesn't mean that you are there, but as I said earlier, we're going to impact ourselves, those around us, and those around the world. Okay, because the earth is changing, and everything is changing around us. So figure this is something that has been given to me to pass along. So it's for all of us. I'm just telling individuals, I'm just the bearer of the news, if you will, sort of the surrogate. Go out there and pick it up and bring it out, okay? And many of you have heard a lot about chemtrails, and if you haven't, there's a lot of things that are within our environment that are not helping us. Not helping us, and not helping our families, not helping anybody. A lot of you also hear about different kinds of types of air pollution. So that is also something that we've been hearing about. And noise pollution. Noise pollution could be just the cars going up and down, all right? So that's something we hear a lot about. Our nutrition, what we put in our mouths, whether it's organic or inorganic, and the pesticides and everything you think about is like, oh my God, So there's a lot of things that are in the environment of us. That's just the environment and what we eat and what we smell and what we breathe. Then what we hear and see. So if you guys hear about anything of the news or hear anything about the environment, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, which will continue. And now the whole aspect of the electromagnetic frequencies, which are the energies that are emanating from our cell phones, from the cell towers, from our TVs, from if you have smart meters in your house, from your house. There's a lot of stuff. And now there's a lot of comments about the 5G, which is another form of electromagnetic frequency that is coming into our bodies, into our consciousness. So it's like we feel like, oh my God. And through this are impacting all of us in some way or another. Okay, and it will continue to impact us. But there's also something happening. the energies of the earth. We're connected to the earth. And I think we talked about this before, so you're not like you to understand what we're talking about today because this is part of our meditation. So a little bit of talk is going to be important so you understand it, okay? Now, the earth is changing. So there's a lot of energy coming from the earth up, along with the electromagnetic frequencies, along with all the other stuff, okay? And there's also a lot of energy coming down from the galaxy, let's call it. We call it the galactic centers, but we're not alone on this planet, on this universes. So we're being like bombarded all over the place. And that causes a lot of confusion to people if you happen to be in, and this is not judgment, it's just a way to communicate right now. There's people who are in the negative camp. I can't do anything, I'm always sick, I have bad luck, everyone else's fault. I'm going to call that the negative camp. There's the neutral camp. Oh, it is what it is, but I can deal with it. You see it, you don't have that kind. And there is the positive camp. Oh, it's great, doesn't matter. So there's the three camps, and none of them is either good or bad. It's just the camps that we live in, all right? And what's happening is that the negative camp, believe it or not, has more force than the neutral and the positive camp. So think of it as the negative camp as a tornado, and intensifying sucks a lot of other people into the negative camp, okay? And think about the positive. Although it's positive, it sucks some people in it, but not as much, understand? And then we have the neutral. Our objective today is to keep you into the neutral camp, all right? Not necessarily the positive or the negative. The neutral camp has the greatest energy. And so this is what we're going to kind of bring, because you're dealing with that frequency. If you're neutral, what does neutral mean? And that's important for us to understand what neutral is. Neutral is not beige. Okay, black, white, beige. It's not beige. Neutral is where there is a sense of compassion. There's a sense of no judgment. There's a sense of patience. There is a sense of objectivity, so that we do not take it personal. The subjectivity is my fault, or you're doing it against me, or you don't like me, blah, 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 all the stuff that we've been conditioned. And it's okay you feel that way, because that's our conditioning. And what we're trying to do today is make you aware of the conditioning consciously, not that you don't already know, most of you, if not all of you, but to really consciously bring it up, because that's what we're going to get rid of today. So that's the reason we're bringing it up, the consciously understanding that we carry a lot of trash with us. Even if we're in the neutral space, we have to wash it off all the time, just like we take a shower every day, just like we brush our teeth every day. So just because you did your practice, if you have a morning practice, or just because you do whatever one day, doesn't mean that's going to last you for the rest of the month. Although it would be nice, doesn't it? It's sort of the same thing. If you brush your teeth today, and you don't brush it tomorrow, maybe you notice, but nobody else does. For the second day, I think your loved ones are going to notice. But the third day, forget it. So it's the same thing with us. We need to understand what it is we're dealing with. Understand that our goal is to become neutral, so that we can become the center of the storm we've been talking about for quite a bit. And at the same time, not only for ourselves, but for all of us around us. And if you're here in this class, you're one of them. You signed up for it, okay? Because you understand what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then it's okay too. You can ask me later after class. But bottom line, going back to being connected to the earth and being connected to the galactic universe. We talked about before at the previous meditations in the Schumann resonance of the earth. The Schumann resonance of the earth is connected to our heart. We are part of the earth. Our heart is a magnet, just like the center of the earth is a magnet. We're no different. Our blood has a magnet. Hemoglobin has iron. Okay? So we are walking magnet. We are walking electromagnetic field. And because we're walking energetic electromagnetic field, it's being treated with all this stuff in the environment, all this stuff in our minds, and all this stuff. So it's really slow, very dense. movement of the energy, because we're not. However, we are being helped, and this is what I'd like you to understand. We are being helped. The earth, if some of you may have heard or not, but the earth's Schumann resonance have been changing, okay? And what that means that it's connected to a heart. We're changing. Our frequencies are moving up and down and increasing. When our frequency increases, then we can get rid of the frequencies, our vibration is higher than the vibrations of the electromagnetic frequency, of the vibrations of the artificial dyes, of the vibrations of all the chemtrail. You know, we become greater, so nothing can impact us. Then we get in the sun, the radiation from the sun, and that's bringing coming down. And if we are getting clear by the Schumann resonance of the earth, then we can accept the energy from the suns and allows us to become more expanded. What does expansion means? This is an important part. Expansion means that your consciousness become more open. You see more in a neutral way without judgments. You become healthier. You become more energetic, meaning you get less tired. You are more positive, but in a neutral way, not in a judgmental way. And that's what we're moving forward. And that's what makes you the eye of the storm. And it was really interesting because in this hurricane that just happened, Damien, I think is the name of it, and they took pictures of the center of the eye of the storm, and how beautiful and how quiet and how calm it is. That's the neutral place. That's where we want to be. And as you continue to get that circle bigger and bigger and bigger, guess what? That chaos decreases because the eye gets bigger. And so it's really interesting because nature is telling us what to do. It's really, and we are part of nature. So that's where we are today. Okay, so what we're going to do today, there are specific energies. And this is scientifically proven, so I'm the messenger, not making any of this up myself, all right? So please look it up if you want to. And I welcome you to do so, because that way you understand it better and you can pass it on to others in a better format. We are going to connect to the Schumann resonance directly. There is a frequency coming up that we're going to connect directly consciously. Not that we're not already connected, we all are connected. So say we connected through the heart with the earth. But when you consciously know that you're connected and you can do something with that energy, then you intentionally change your surroundings. Am I making any sense? Hopefully I am, but we'll get a chance to talk about it a little bit more with questions. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to connect to the magnetic resonance of the earth directly, to the Schumann resonance, and directly we're going to connect to the energy that is coming down from the sun, directly. All right? There are frequencies that are coming down that we're going to connect, hooked on. They're coming down in our bodies, but we don't really necessarily hook them on and think of it as a sieve. The water comes down or goes up, but nothing sticks because it's full of holes. Yeah? It's kind of what happens with us. We're not aware of it. We just kind of let it go. But as we become aware of it, then you're going to start to see things different. It says, oh my God, it's in front of me all along, and I never saw it. Oh my God, I heard this all along, and I never understood it. And that's where we want to get without judgment and without anything, okay? So that's sort of what we're going to do today. We're going to create alchemy. What does alchemy means? And you probably heard this word like way back. Alchemy means is creating something new as you mix two things together with your own energy, transforming something that you already know exists and creating something else with your own energy, transforming something that is not in the environment, creating it yourself. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, like the alchemist.
Yeah, so you guys are going to be the alchemist. You're creating it, and that's what we're going to do. And everyone, and you don't need to follow it. If you want to read it when we do the meditation, that's up to you. But I did write it down, okay? Didn't write all the details behind it, but you'll get adjusted as we do it. You'll know why I didn't, because everyone is different. Okay, so for me to really guess what it is going to be for you, not me, I would not be able to do that, frankly. So that's the reason it's kind of dot, dot, dot. But you'll you'll know what to do, because I will encourage you to please do those. Remember what I said earlier. It'll work today for you, you'll open up and you become more aware. But we live in this world, okay? We're not in a little bubble. And most of us are empaths. Everyone is empath, it's just dependent upon the degree of it. So we pick up a lot of dirt, just like when you go outside and every day, you take a shower either at night or in the morning or whenever to clean yourself up. It's the same thing. So the shower that I'm talking about is a little breathing meditation, and it doesn't take too long. Today we're certainly going to take a little longer because it's an activation and it's really embedding that information within you. But again, once you have that information, all I'm doing is awakening the information so that you become aware and intentionally use it so that you can protect yourself and now don't go, oh my God, I have a smart meter here and it's cooking my brain. Probably is if you're not doing anything about it. But if you do something about it, which is what we're going to do today, it's not going to do anything. All right? And that's sort of what I'm saying. Oh my God, I have this 5G right in front of my house and it's bombarding all this and it's driving me crazy. It probably is. But if you connect and do this, or you pass that along, it's very simple. You create your own energetic field around you, your own bubble, and transmute, transform, and protect yourself from those energies. And all you need to do is breathe. Simple. All right? So with that in mind, let's take the breath. Take a deep inhale. And exhale to your mouth first. And just and take another deep inhale. And exhale to the nose. And before we start, any questions? Anything that we talked about that may be either need clarification or don't agree, which is okay.
Yeah,
too.
I have a question actually.
Sure.
What frequency is the Schumann resonance changing to? Do you know?
It's actually, yes, I do know. Normally, it's like sort of
7.8.
7, but it's gone all the way to 116,
Wow.
and it's gone down and up. So it's moving every day. It changes. So thereby, I said, when you say you ground yourself and just breathe in the mornings, if that's all you do, just take 3 breaths and think about what we're going to do today, because it changes every day. And the more we understand what's going on with the earth and the rays that are coming down, the frequencies that are coming down, our DNA is changing. I mean, we literally are becoming more awakened individuals. And this is what I'm doing, what we're doing in the 52 codes and all that, is to really understand what's going on so that you can start awakening yourself and help others. That's our job. And the awakening is going to be 5-10 years or so, okay? Because we have an older generation. Our new kids are already there. The newer kids are way beyond us, way. But we haven't been able to protect them well enough because there's a lot of, as just talked about earlier, a lot of negative stuff around them. And they don't know where to go. And so the sad part for this is, and it's a long way to answer your question, but the sad part of why we're doing this is that our new kids need our help. And our help is for us to awaken so that we can allow the energies that they came here to do their jobs. The sad part is that a lot of our kids are committing suicide. The biggest, their rate is our children, 12 to 35. More than heart attacks, more than cancer, more than diabetes. So that's the urgency of why we're doing what we're doing, because we have a responsibility. All right? Again, take another big inhale. Exhale to the mouth. Let all the stuff go. Again, take another big inhale. And then slowly exhale to the nose. Any other questions? please open your eyes if they're not already open. And we're going to start with clearing our bodies, okay? And open up all our bodies so that the energetics that we're going to work with today will go flow easily without a problem. So we're going to work with our first two chakras first. So please stretch your legs. And let's kind of move them around a little bit, okay? And now let's kind of start to remove the tension. Good. And now we're going to wake up the two lower chakras. And I'd like you to please be gentle. So what we're going to do is now like to jostle your spine. Be gentle with it, is to wake up the lower chakras. So please bring your hands onto the side of your body where it's comfortable. Lift up your buttocks if possible and come down again. And gently kind of up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. One more time, up, down. Now you're going to inhale and you're going to hold it up and tighten number 1 and number 2 only. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale to the mouth. Continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. One more time. Inhale. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Bring your arms overhead. Take a deep inhale and slowly come down and land your hands wherever they land. Just keep your arms straight, okay? And keep your eyes focused in front of you. So your chin doesn't need to be touching your chest yet, all right? So stay there. Allow your body to integrate a little bit after the movement that we just did. Again, we're working on your lower chakras first. Okay. Now come down a little bit more, if possible. Good. Now we're going to take a deep inhale. Sustain the breath. And slowly exhale through the nose as you come down a little bit more, if possible. And if it's not possible for your body type, it's okay. Just imagine that you are doing it. You physically do not need to do it. Okay. Now slowly bring the arms overhead again. Take a deep inhale. And exhale through your mouth. Now we're going to move the shoulders around to make sure that we start to waken up the body, but without tensing other parts of the body. Good. Now come back to center again. We're going to continue with the lower chakras, all right? We'll do all of them briefly, but separate your legs wider than hip width apart. Now this is important, okay? We're going to keep our arms straight. The posteriors are really important because we're opening up your energetics. Everything is being opened up. So we're going to, and let me explain to you first because it is important. I feel it's important. Now, so what we're going to do, we're going to inhale and bring it up. If possible, bring it all the way down. When you bring it to the foot, you're going to take your fingers and you're going to press lightly. You have meridians here in your fingers. We have energy centers in the fingers. In the toes and in the fingers. Very powerful pose. But you need to keep your arms straight. Now, not this way because it obstructs the energy flow, okay? If that is not possible, wherever you are, if you're here, you just bring your fingers down lightly and pretend you're doing it. So in other words, you physically do not need to do it. Mentally, yes, right? Okay, so open up your, and make sure if you need, again, this because I want you to make sure that your energies are not obstructed because then you're not going to end up with pain. If you need to sit on a cushion or in a blanket because your spine gets twisted, or please do so. Because what I mean by spine twisted, I don't want to see this, okay? And that obstructs the energy flow and you're going to end up with pain in your lower back, all right? So sit up straight, feel your tailbone. Good. You're going to inhale and look up. And you're going to exhale, bring the hands down, and if your hands go all the way by your feet, press the fingers onto the feet lightly and look in front of you. Good. Stay there. Now we're going to take a deep inhale, And then slowly bend the head down, bring the chin to the chest, and bring the elbows down. And stay there for a few seconds. Inhale up, lift up your chin, look at those toes, continue to press those fingers onto the foot, and exhale down, bend the elbows, bring the chin to the chest, continue to press the fingers onto the foot. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Notice your lower back opening up. Inhale up, exhale down. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Stay there for a few more seconds. So breathe normally. Continue to keep the chin on the chest. Continue to keep those elbows bent. All right? And again, it's in your mind. Physically, don't worry about if you can't do it. You're doing it. Stay there for a few more seconds. Okay. Now, slowly inhale, stretch your arms out. Bring your arms overhead. And you're going to exhale and come onto the other side. And again, bring the fingers outside your foot. Press the tip of the fingers on the side of the foot. Keep your arms straight. Look in front of you first. Stay there for a few more seconds. Take a deep inhale. And then slowly bring the chin to the chest. Continue to press the fingers onto the foot and bend the elbows down. Hold it there. Inhale up. You're going to, again, lift up that chin away from the chest. Look in front of you. Hold the breath. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Hold it there for a few seconds. Breathe normally. Notice what's happening to your lower back. Notice what's happening to your thighs or your hips or your legs. Just notice. Again, we're going to stretch your arms forward as you inhale. Bring them up. And as you exhale, you're going to come down, straight down. This time you're going to use your index and your center finger. Bring it in between the toe. And then use your thumb to press onto the top of that nail, your toenail. Look in front of you first. Keep the arms straight. Now we're going to take a deep inhale. And at the exhale, you're going to bend the elbows, bring the chin to the chest, and press the thumb onto the toe. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And stay there for a few seconds. Just breathe normally. Notice. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your overall, your mind. Notice where your mind is. Because you're going to recognize the shift that is going to be taking place in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, in your thoughts. Okay. Slowly inhale, stretch your fingers out. Point all fingers in front towards the front. Inhale, bring the hands above your head. Bring the legs together. And as you exhale, you're going to come down, all the way down. Bend the elbows. Keep the chin on the chest and stay there for a few seconds. Just allow your body to integrate. It's an integration that we're doing, and we're doing it for the lower chakra, so stay there. slowly come up to sitting position again. And I'd like you to bring your fingers behind you, okay? And we're going to do it in 2 different ways. So please just, the fingers should be pointing out first, okay? And point your toes away from you. And we're going to inhale, you're going to lift up your buttocks a little bit. And you're going to look up, but not turning your cervical spine back. You're just going to look up, and you're going to tighten number 1 and number 2. Remember, we're working on the lower chakras and then your lower back. So look up, tighten number 1 and number 2, and point the fingers away from the fingers in the back and the toes away from you. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come down. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Inhale again and come down, all the way down. And stay there. Again, this is integration time. Stay there for a few more seconds. Working on the 3 lower chakras. Again, take a deep inhale, bring the arms overhead. And bring the hands down, but the fingers going to be pointing towards you, not away from you. So bring the hands down and bring the fingers by your hips, pointing towards you. Okay? Again, your toes are pointing away from you. We're now going to work with the heart. We've been working with the heart, but now intentionally going to open up the heart to connect the 3 lower chakras to the heart. So we're going to inhale, lift up, and bring the shoulder blades slightly together and look up without twisting the cervical spine. Inhale. Exhale. Working with your heart here. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Inhale. Exhale. And again, if it's not something possible for you, close your eyes, sit comfortably, and imagine you doing it. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring it down. Bring the arms overhead. Take a deep inhale and slowly come back down again. That's integration time. Now slowly come back to sitting position. And bring your legs to easy pose, please. Notice that hopefully you notice that your lower part feels a little lighter, okay? We're going now to work on your upper parts. And we're going to start with the shoulders. Bring your hands on top of the knees. And we're just going to inhale up, bring the shoulders up. And exhale through the nose. When you inhale up, you're going to inhale and tighten number 1 and number 2. And keep the focus on the tip of the nose, okay? We're going to clear the channels. And exhale through the nose. Keep the focus on the tip of the nose. Inhale up. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to do it again. Inhale up. You're going to hold it there now. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Hold it there for a few more seconds. Continue to focus on the tip of the nose. And exhale down. Good. When you're ready, move the shoulders around a little bit. We're going to do one more for the shoulders, but we're going to introduce the spine. So please bring your fingers forward. This is a really powerful pose, if you will. Sit up straight. Again, your lower part of the body feels a little lighter. Just make sure that you feel your tailbone, okay? We're going to inhale to the left and exhale to the right. So here we're not only working with the heart, but we're working with the lungs. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And your lower organs. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Last one, you're gonna inhale to the left, and you're gonna stay there looking to the left. Take a few deep breaths looking to the left. Okay. Now you're gonna take a deep inhale, stay there looking to the left, but type number 1 and number 2 consciously. And we're gonna exhale to the mouth. Now you're gonna move all the way to the right. All the way as you continue to exhale. Continue to look behind you onto the right shoulder. Exhale. Continue to type number 1 and number 2. Hold it there. Now come back to center. Take a deep inhale. Exhale to the mouth. Bring the hands top of the knees, palms down. And stay there. Take a deep inhale. Sustain the breath. And slowly exhale to the nose. Now slowly bring your chin to the chest, and you're going to move your head from side to side. Again, we're opening up your energetic centers. We're working out with the throat, and we're working out with your third eye, and continuing to work with the heart. All the chakras are being involved, but the focus is going to be on the throat and the third eye right now. So just move your chin from side to side. Continue to do it at your own pace. Careful in the event that you have any problems with your neck, or if you have been in any accidents of any kind, whether in a car or anywhere, just be gentle with your neck. Now slowly bring it back to center. We're going to move the neck. We're going to give the neck a 380 turn, if you will. So please listen up. If that's not for you, then imagine you doing it, and I'll try to be as explicit as possible. So keep the chin on the chest. We're going to take a deep inhale. Type number 1 and number 2. Now slowly start to exhale to move the chin to the top of the left shoulder. Exhale. Continue to move the neck and look up to the ceiling. Continue to exhale. Move the chin to the top of the right shoulder. Continue to exhale. Move the chin back to center. Continue to exhale. And hold the breath. Inhale again. And again, we're going to move the chin to the top of the left. Look behind you. Move it to the top of the right. And slowly move it to center. Stay there in the center. Hold the breath. Inhale. We're going to do it one more time on this side. And slowly move the neck or the chin to the side, to the back, and to the other side, the right, all the way down to the center. Once you bring it to the center, stay there for a few seconds. Hold the breath. Now we're going to rotate the opposite direction. Inhale. And now we're going to move to the right as you exhale. Continue to look back as you exhale. Move it to the left as you exhale, all the way down to the center as you continue to exhale. Then you're going to hold the breath. And we're going to inhale again. To the right, then to the back, to the left, slowly down to the chest, and you're going to hold the breath. Last one, inhale, and then slowly move it to the right, to the back, to the left, and back to center. Hold the breath there. Now we're going to look up. Keep your eyes open as you look up. You're going to inhale, you're going to look up, keep your eyes open. And as you exhale, bring the chin back to the chest. Keep your eyes open. One more time, inhale up. And exhale down. Good, slowly come back to center. And let's start to move your shoulders around. Good. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. Good. This next time you're going to come onto your hands and knees. And we're going to go into the cat and cow. So now we're going to integrate everything that we just did before we sit down again to do start our meditation, okay? So that your entire body, physical body, is open to receive. So please come onto your hands and knees. If you need to put something under your knees, please feel free to do so. We won't stay too long, but it will be long enough if you have problems with the knees. So it will be too long for you. Bring your knees hip width apart. Your hands are shoulder width apart. Open up the fingers wide, like if you are web fingers, and press the top of the fingers, the tip of the fingers onto the mat, because your fingers are connected to the brain. Press the top of the feet onto your mat. We're working on your electronic centers, okay? And the feet have everything, pretty much. Now, your back is flat, and look in front of you, about 2 or 3 feet. Now take a deep inhale, and as you inhale, bring the tailbone up, and you're going to look up. So you're going to bring your eyes up to the ceiling. You're going to hold the breath there. You're going to tighten number 1 and number 2. Good. Slowly exhale as you continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, separate the shoulder blades, bring the belly button to the back of the spine, and continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. And you're going to hold the breath there. Inhale. Inflate the stomach. Tighten number 1 and number 2. We're using your own energy. Hold it up there. Shoulder blades together. Exhale down. Tailbone in. Separate the shoulder blades. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine. Continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. We're going to do this one 2 more times. Inhale up. So just bend the tailbone up. Look up. Bring the shoulder blades together. Inflate the belly. Hold number 1 and number 2. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Exhale down. All the way down. Going to hold it there for a few seconds, but this is the last one. We're going to inhale up again. Inflate the belly. Look up. Bring the shoulder blades together. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Hold it there. Hold it there. This is the last one. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Exhale to the nose. Bring yourself all the way back to the back of the legs as you continue to exhale, 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 exhale. All the way to the back of the legs. Once you're in the back of the legs, you're going to hold the breath and you're going to exhale some more. At the end of the exhale, you're going to bring your elbows back onto your mat. Bring the forehead onto the mat and press the palms of the hands together. Should be all relaxing. Everything is open. Slowly bring your hands palms down back onto your mat. Lift up your forehead and bring yourself back onto tabletop. Bring your toes in and bring yourself down to downward dog. Now, if that's not comfortable for you, stay in child's pose and imagine that you're doing it, okay? Once you come onto downward dog, you're going to separate the legs a little bit wider than hip width apart. And stay there for a few seconds. Bring the tailbone up to the ceiling. Now bend your right knee a little bit, whatever is comfortable for you. And press the hands in front of you. Continue to keep the tailbone up to the ceiling, but this time bring the chin to the chest. Now we're going to take a deep inhale, and we're going to hold the breath. Now exhale to the mouth. Hold the breath. Inhale again. Hold the breath. Exhale to the nose as you straighten out your right leg. And stay there for a few more seconds. We're going to do the other side. Again, you're going to inhale, you're going to bend your left knee. Continue to keep the tailbone up to the ceiling. Continue to keep the chin on the chest and pressing those hands forward in front of you. Now, as you inhale again, we're going to hold the breath and you're going to tighten number 1 and number 2. Exhale to the mouth. Hold the breath. Inhale again. Hold the breath. Slowly exhale to the nose and straighten out your left leg. Stay there for a few more seconds. Breathe normally. Now, at your own pace, start to walk your hands towards your feet. Do not come up, please. Stay bending forward and down. Good. Now, bend the knees about 90 degrees, whatever's comfortable for you. Just bend the knees some and open your arms like an airplane or like a bird, okay? Look in front of you. Stay there for a few more seconds. Now we're going to take a deep inhale and you're going to start to straighten out your legs as you inhale. Continue to inhale and now bring the hands overhead. Continue to inhale. Look up to the ceiling. Continue to inhale. Press the palms together. Continue to inhale. And slowly exhale to the nose and bring the hands across down as your eyes follow the fingers. Stay there. Keep your legs separated from right at the hip width apart. Good. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale up. Look up. Exhale down. We're going to do it again. Inhale up. Look up. Exhale down. Okay. This next time we're going to inhale up. We're going to bring the top of the fingers together. Top of the fingers. Turn your hands to the other side. Take a deep inhale. Exhale to the mouth and bring the legs together and the hands down. Good. Now take another deep inhale. Sustain the breath. Sustain the breath. Slowly exhale to the nose. Stay there. You're a mountain pose. Notice the strength, the power. Take a deep inhale. Slowly exhale to the nose. Open your eyes. And let's move your hands. Good. Move your hips. Move your shoulders. There we go. Cool. Get smooth. Let it go. Whatever there is, because we're going to be sitting down and your body's going to be really empty. This is it. Good. Look up and move. Continue to move the hands. Continue to move the hips. Continue to move the shoulders. Yes, let it go. Let it go. All that stuff, let it go. Move the arms to the side a little bit. Continue to let it go. The arms have the heart the intestines, has the lungs. You know, there's so much in your arms and your fingers. The fingers has the brain. Move your shoulders. Good. And your hips. All the hips has the anger, the resentment, the fear, all the stuff that we want to get rid of, okay? Good, now let's do the feet. The feet has everything. So let's remove, good, continue to move the fingers. There we go. Good, stand still, close your eyes. Take a deep inhale. And you're gonna hold the breath. You're gonna tighten the sphincter in the pubic area lightly. Focus on the tip of the nose. Sustain the breath for a few more seconds. Slowly exhale to the nose. And stay there. Try Slowly exhale through the mouth. Open your eyes, and I'd like you to sit down on a comfortable position, because we're going to be sitting down for a little bit. Now, if you want to lay down, that's okay also. Whatever's comfortable for you, okay? Just know that we're going to make it you can say it in your mind, but there will be a sound that we're going to be making, okay? So I'd like you to be as comfortable as possible. Now, if you fall asleep, it's okay. All right, your body still gets it. Your consciousness still gets it. Sometimes your consciousness may not want to deal with it, so it goes out, but your subconscious will be dealing with it. All right, so that's just the way it is. So just sit yourself comfortably. If you need any blanket to cover yourself, because your body could get cold. Now, this is certainly an activation. It will also be a healing for your body. So everyone will react differently, meaning that some of you may be cold and some of you may be hot. So just know that everyone is different. First, we're going to connect to the center of the earth and to the galactic universe. We've done this before, and to those who are new to it, just please follow the directions. You're going to take a deep inhale, and first slowly exhale through the mouth. And get rid of any dissonance that you may still be holding on to. And bring your attention to your heart. As you bring your attention to your heart, you're going to take a deep inhale, and as you take a deep inhale, a golden light comes out of your heart. It's the light that you are. You're going to sustain the breath a little bit in your heart, and that light magnifies more or further as you sustain the breath. And then slowly exhale through the nose and see this beautiful golden light from your heart go down your stomach, down your torso, down your stomach, down your legs, all the way down to the center of the earth. Good. Let's go back into your heart. You're going to take another deep inhale. And visualize this beautiful golden light coming out of your heart. Sustain it a little bit in your heart. See it magnify further. And then slowly exhale through the nose and see this light coming out of the crown of the head all the way out to the galactic center. So you're connecting to the earth and to the galactic center. Now, we are going to connect to the Schumann resonance that is coming from the earth. So notice that connecting to the earth and connecting to the Schumann resonance are two different things. The Schumann resonance is an energetic pattern. It's a crystal river of light that will be coming out to combine with the galactic energy and radiate throughout your body. That's what the alchemy comes into the picture. But you're already connected to the earth, so the strength and the centeredness is already there. Now, the energy of the Schumann resonance, the frequency of the energy, is of the color silver, okay? And the frequency of the galactic universe is of the color gold. So we're going to be visualizing those two colors. And those two colors are going to blend together. That's where the alchemy will come into the picture to create a new color, a color pink. That color pink will be that alchemy, the frequency that will repel anything that is surrounding your auric field, which is 9 feet away from you, that could be harming you physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. As there are all kinds of energies out there trying to do just that. Now, I'm going to be saying some words, and please say it in your mind, as well as visualize the colors that I just indicated. This is the time when we're going to align the energy of the earth and the energy of the universe and create the power within yourselves to transform anything that doesn't serve you. I'd like you to take a deep inhale and mentally say, I am breathing the love of God, as you visualize a silver light coming from the center of the earth. And you're going to hold the breath there. And as you hold the breath, you are simulating this beautiful silver light throughout your body. Slowly exhale the light, this silver light, and see it radiate out your auric field. Hold the breath. See this beautiful light radiating throughout your auric field. Take another deep inhale and visualize a golden light coming down from that galactic universe. Hold the breath and see this beautiful golden light assimilate throughout your body, penetrating every cell, every molecule, every electron, every atom, every nanomolecule of your entire body. Good. Now we're going to inhale again, and you're going to say in your mind, I'm breathing the love of God, and you're going to visualize this silver gold light throughout your body, coming into the body from the center of the earth, from the galactic universe, the silver and gold light. Hold the breath as you assimilate this light into pink, while it penetrates every cell, every molecule, every electron, every atom, and exhale slowly. And as you exhale in this light, say to yourself, I'm expanding the love of God, and see this beautiful pink light coming out of your heart, out of your body, out of every cell of your body. This beautiful glow of pink light is coming through you as you exhale. Now hold the breath, and as you hold the breath, you're projecting the love of God, this beautiful pink light, throughout your auric field and beyond your auric field, throughout anyone and anything you come into contact with. And you're going to hold the breath there and project this beautiful pink light of energy beyond your auric field, beyond who you are. You're going to inhale again when you're ready. And as you inhale, think I am the love of God. And see this beautiful gold, silver light surrounding your entire body. Hold the breath and say to yourself, I am assimilating the love of God into every cell, every molecule, every electron, every nanomolecule. My entire body is assimilating this beautiful pink light. Now you're going to exhale this beautiful pink light, and it radiates throughout your body, all around your auric field. And as you hold your breath, you're going to say to yourself, I'm projecting the love of God. And see this beautiful pink light radiating beyond your auric field and touching all those that you love. All those situations that you care about. Anything that is in your consciousness that you want to transform. Any illness, anything that you have within your surroundings that is keeping you unsettled. Send this beautiful projected energy of pink throughout that part of your consciousness. Again, we're going to inhale and visualize this beautiful gold, silver light as you inhale, and you're saying in your mind, I'm breathing the love of God. And you're going to hold the breath as this beautiful gold, silver light come together, creating this beautiful color of pink, and dissipates throughout every cell, every molecule, every electron, every atom. And as you exhale, you're expanding, and you're saying, I'm expanding the love of God with this beautiful pink energy of light. As you expand it beyond your body, onto your auric field. And as you hold the breath, you'll be saying to yourself, I'm projecting the love of God. And this beautiful pink light is projected out to those that you love, to those situations that you want to transmute. To those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that have been categorized as negative or positive, and bringing them back into neutrality. Continuing to breathe as you're saying to yourself, I'm breathing the love of God. And you're seeing these beautiful gold and silver lights coming up and down. And as you hold the breath, I'm assimilating the love of God. These beautiful two energies blend together, creating the pink crystal energy. And as you exhale, you're expanding the love of God. This beautiful crystal pink energy is expanded throughout your body, penetrating every cell, every molecule, every electron, every atom, and beyond your auric field. As you projecting and holding the breath, you're projecting the love of God, and you're projecting it to situations, locations, people, or yourself, transmuting and transforming any density that's keeping your light, holding you from being the light that you are, or holding your loved ones from being the light that they are. Continuing to see yourself being showered by this beautiful crystalline pink river of light. With every breath you take, with the consciousness that you connect into the Schumann resonance of the earth, which is silver, and with the consciousness that you're connecting with the galactic energy of the universe, which is gold. And as they blend together within your body, it creates the crystalline pink. And as you hold the crystalline pink within your body, it penetrates every cell, every molecule, every electron, every atom, alchemizing itself, projecting out as you hold your breath, radiating, penetrating all those things, people, places that are shrouded with negativity. Continuing to feel this beautiful pink light. See it, feel like a crystal river of light moving in and out of your body with ease and grace. And knowing that when you breathe it in and hold the breath, it's penetrating into your body and is assimilating itself into this crystalline pink light. And as you exhale it, this crystalline pink light of love is expanding throughout your auric field. And as you hold the breath again, you're projecting this beautiful crystalline pink light onto the things you want to transmute, you want to change, you want to bring light into. Know that the God within you is there for you to bring the light and keep the light within you. As you continue to say to yourself, I am breathing the love of God and seeing this beautiful golden silver light dancing, coming down and up. And as you hold the breath, this beautiful light gets assimilated into this crystalline pink light. And as you exhale it out, this crystalline pink light penetrates every part of who you are. Every cell, every molecule, every electron, every nanomolecule of your physical, as well as your mental, emotional, and spiritual body are being alchemized by this beautiful pink light. And as you hold the breath, you project this beautiful pink light of love onto that which you want to transmute, transform, and change. Bring in the love of God. Bring in the light onto those, onto yourself. Transforming all the negativity and becoming the eye of the storm of peace, calm, centeredness, and quiet. As you impact all those around you. Bring in love, peace, joy, and well-being. and down. Breathing in the love of God. And as you hold the breath and assimilate these lights, while they penetrate every cell, every molecule, every electron, think of it as assimilating the love of God into this beautiful pink energy of light. And as you exhale, think of it as expanding the love of God into every cell, every molecule, every electron, every atom, all the way to your auric field. And as you hold the breath again, you're projecting the love of God beyond your auric field to that which you want to transmute, transform, and bring light into. Could be physical, mental, emotional for you, for anyone else, including the environment. Know that you have the light of God within you, and it's our right to be aware of it and conscious of how to use it. And use it. It's our responsibility. Know that you have everything you need within your heart to transmute and transform and recreate peace in your life from incoherence and disharmony. Know that within your heart you have the light to bring about peace and love to your surroundings. By bringing this crystalline pink light, river light from your body out as you radiate it and penetrate it into your surroundings. Know that every time you say the word and inhaling and breathing the love of God, know, sense, feel that you bring in these two energies, silver energy and golden energy, up and down into your body. And as you hold in your breath, know that you are assimilating this beautiful energy which carries the love of God into your body and making magic, if you will, alchemy, blending these energies into pink. And as you exhale this energy, you're expanding it beyond your cellular level into your auric field. So nothing can penetrate, nothing that is outside of you that could be out in the form of harm, in the form of danger, in the form of negativity. And exhale through your mouth. And start to bring yourself back into your body by slowly moving your hands and feet, your fingers and toes, rotating your ankles and wrists. Slowly start to move your head from side to side. And start to engage your body back into this reality of ours. And start to move your shoulders around, back and forth. Slowly move your hips from side to side. And as you're able, bring the arms overhead and stretch your legs in the opposite direction. And take a deep inhale. Inhale really deep and stretch really long. Stretch, 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 stretch. Hold the breath. Exhale, bring the knees to the chest. Bring the hands below the knees. And give yourself a beautiful, loving hug. A love and appreciation for who you are and what you have to offer the world. While you recognize and start to become acquainted with the love that you are and the love of God that you have within you, as you consciously connect to the energy of the earth, which is in your heart, and the energy of the galactic universe, which also comes into your heart. Know that those two energies bind together, creating a new frequency energy of pink, which transmutes and transforms anything that is not of the light, keeping you and your surroundings safe and free of any negativity that prevent you from shining your light. And that is physical, mentally, emotional, or otherwise environmental. Slowly turn yourself into one side. And just be. Slowly press yourself back into sitting position, the same way we started. And we're going to close the practice with asana Om and the word peace. in Hindu, which is Om Chanti Chanti Chanti. We're going to say it 3 times. 3 times the Chanti, 1 time the Om. So please sit up straight. Bring the hands palms up and your index and thumb together. Close your eyes and focus on the tip of the nose. Spine straight. Now take a deep inhale. Inflate the stomach. Type number 1 and number 2. Stay there for a few more seconds. Try not to move. Stay there. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Pardon me?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Any questions? Just remember and be aware of when you inhale and exhale, what happens. All you need